Hello friends, I'm George, the nice medic gentleman. Welcome back to the channel guys. I hope that all of you are having a nice day. Now the fragrance that I'm going to talk in this video proven to be very elusive for me to get. I had my eyes on it for probably about a year before I was finally able to get my hands on a bottle of it. The fragrance comes from the brand of Zimaya and it's called Royal Paragon. And probably by looking at the bottle you can already tell that what this is cloning. This is sort of a hybrid clone between Parfum de Layton and Layton Exclusif. Let's start with the presentation of Royal Paragon from Zimaya. This is the bottle that the fragrance comes packaged with. It comes in this dark blue color. On the front you get this seal looking thing that is a nice touch. You get the same thing on the actual bottle. You get the name of the fragrance, the concentration, EDP, the bottle size, 100 milliliters. You get those stripes that are somewhat reminiscent of the original Parfum de Marly boxes. On the back you got some additional information along with a production date stamped on, which is November of 2023. And this bottle was actually made in the UAE. For those who don't know, Zimaya is a sub-brand of Afnan. In order to get to the actual bottle you have to take the top part of the box and the fragrance sits inside like this. And then this is how the actual bottle looks. It has a kind of a nice design. The bottle is very heavy, the cap is metal, but it's not a very snug fit, so you have to be careful when you pick up the bottle through the cap. Again, you got the same seal thing going on the front. Oh no, the packaging is pretty simple, unlike most other Middle Eastern fragrances, but still I think it's a pretty decently packaged fragrance. If you enjoy my videos guys, but you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button because that will really mean a lot to me. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Okay, now let's talk about the note breakdown of this fragrance. There are quite a few different note breakdowns that I was able to source online, but the one that at least to my nose feels the more realistic one is the following. The top notes are apple, lavender, bergamot and mandarin orange. The middle notes are geranium, violet and jasmine, and the base notes are vanilla, cardamom, sandalwood, pepper, patchouli and guaiac. Okay, I'll show the sprayer in action and then I'll talk about the actual scent of this fragrance. The sprayer is decent, not the best. You have to overspray, you have to adjust the number of sprays with this one. Now onto the actual scent of this fragrance. Now as I said in the opening of this video, this thing is a sort of a hybrid clone between the original Layton and a Layton Exclusif, and the opening of this fragrance is actually closer to Layton, the OG Layton. You have this nice sweet apple note right from the get-go that is aided by lavender. I also pick up some mint, which I don't think is listed in the note breakdown. There's some of the bergamot, or that orange note have enough citruses to make this opening nice, sweet and bright. I also pick up the cardamom right from the get-go and also quite a lot of sweetness from the vanilla. The opening, as I said, is very reminiscent of the OG Layton. Once we start to get into the dry down though, this thing starts to lean more on the Layton Exclusif side. It becomes darker, it becomes more woody compared to the original Layton. There's definitely that guaiac oud note. It's not a very oud forward fragrance. It's not very heavy on the oud note, on that guaiac oud note, but definitely there's some darkness, and some sort of a Middle Eastern touch to it because of the guaiac oud on the dry down. The dry down becomes sweeter, becomes woody. You lose some of the spiciness. The apple is still there, the vanilla is still there. But you get those ouds, you get the oud, that guaiac oud, and the cardamom is still there on the dry down, and it's a nice sweet and sort of a dark dry down that you get from this fragrance. All in all, I really like the scent profile of this Zimaya Royal Paragon, but I'm also a big time lover of the original Layton and Layton Exclusif. And onto the similarities, in the opening it's closer to the original Layton but feels a little bit sweeter. That fresh note, those fresh notes, the mint, the lavender are not as prominent as you get with the OG Layton, but still it's very reminiscent to Layton. On the dry down it becomes darker, it becomes woodier, it becomes heavier and definitely leans towards the Layton Exclusif side and actually does a pretty good job at replicating the Exclusif flanker scent wise. All in all, scent quality quality is very, very decent, and I think this is a nice mix between the two Laytons. When it comes to performance, now Royal Paragon, unlike the original sense that it copies, is not as a strong performer as those two, but still it's not disappointing either. I'm getting about 7 hours of performance on my skin with very loud projection in the first hour, maybe up to hour and a half. Dare I say that this thing, for example, projects harder compared to the OG Layton. For example, it's quite a strong projecting fragrance, but for the first hour and a half, once you reach that sort of a 90-minute mark, that projection starts to die down, and it becomes more of a skin scent and stays on my skin for a total of about 7 hours. So performance wise, this is a decently performing fragrance with very loud projection in the opening. When it comes to the price tag, again, I'm quoting the prices that I'm paying for my fragrances. I got this off of a site called Makeup. They have a network of sites across Europe, and I paid about 14 or 15 euros, I think, which will translate into even less than $20. So price wise, this is an absolutely fantastic deal, and in my opinion, at that price point, it's a real steal. When it comes to versatility, this fragrance is definitely one that you should wear, in the fall season, in the winter season, and early spring, as long as the temperatures are down and the weather is chilly. Especially on the dry down, it's quite a heavy scent profile that's heavy on the ouds, on the sweetness, so it's definitely more orientated towards the cold weather, and this is definitely a masculine leaning fragrance. So versatile wise, is not a super versatile scent. And on to my final thoughts and final words about Zimaya's Royal Paragon. As I said in the beginning of this video, this fragrance was very elusive for me to get. I had to wait probably about 1 year before I was finally able to get my hands on a bottle of this at a reasonable price. Now, I could have gotten it earlier, but I had to overpay, and I don't like to do that when it comes to my fragrances. And I can definitely say that it was worth waiting for this fragrance, because especially at the price point that I got it, about 15 euros, this is definitely a gem of a fragrance at that price point. Scent wise, will get you sort of a mix between the OG Layton and Layton Exclusif. The scent has a very nice quality. All in all, I'm really happy with this purchase. So if you're looking for a clone of especially Layton Exclusif, which in my opinion, or as far as my knowledge goes, Layton Exclusif doesn't have that many clones. Definitely Royal Paragon is worth checking out. This thing has nice performance, very high quality of the scent profile, and the best thing out of all, it's that it's dirty cheap. All in all, this thing gets a huge like from me. So guys, in today's video I showed you a very nice and super inexpensive clone, a sort of a hybrid clone between the OG Layton and Layton Exclusif that comes from the house of Zimaya, and it's called Royal Paragon. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, give it a like, and I also hope that you're going to join me in my next video. And until then, stay safe and bye bye.